Well, Teresa Kennedy is here, president of our Barrio Neighborhood Planning Committee, and Bianca Ramirez here with our home loans and mortgage. Do we get mortgage department? Is that over at Amarillo National Bank? Teresa, I want to start with you. Both of you, thank you so much for coming.
You're welcome.
You always have, and I know, I say you, I know there's a whole group, but
yes,
but I love our Barrio Planning Committee and board for making people understand and get some good education how to navigate a home loan and how that all works, because that really is, that's hard. I'm like, what words are you saying? What do you mean? That's a lot of money. How can I do that? And, you know, just navigating that. So tell us why and how this kind of came about, and what a great partner with Amarillo National Bank.
Yes, absolutely. 3 years ago, and this is our third year with Amarillo National Bank offering this free class. Other banks and credit unions have done it. This is their third year, so thank you, Bianca, for being a part of this. What's so important is that, one, it's free. Two, it's just easy words to understand. When you're there, you can ask the questions that you want or talk to Bianca and the rest of the staff later. It gives you an opportunity to just learn those first steps of how to do this, and Bianca will talk about that in a minute. Our part in it is just to invite people to come. So A&B, as a great sponsor, is having 2 food trucks there. Mi Gente is going to be there, as well as Donut, and I want to say that right, Envy, thank you.
There's
there's mini donuts, right. And then we'll have, Amarillo National Bank will provide 6 $50 gift cards for people who are attending.
Oh, wow.
It's at East Branch Library next Tuesday, June 25th at 6 o'clock. Sorry about that. June 25th.
I did that too.
I think because it's hot today.
Yeah.
And Bianca can tell you what they're going to be talking about.
Yeah, so we are just doing it. I think it's a really good way for, like Teresa said, to be less intimidating, to ask some questions that you maybe are uncomfortable with, or it's intimidating going into the office to ask, like, hey, I don't even know where to start. You can just come as a group and kind of, we'll go over what the process is, you know, what are some tips to get you to purchase a home, be a homeowner, or to improve your home if you already are a homeowner and you need to do some upgrades on your house. So I think it's just a great way to get the community together, ask those questions, and get some information, and that's what we're here for. So it's a great time. We hope that everyone can make it. It's free.
Right.
It's free. That's so good.
Yes. And then just being, like I said, being open and allowing them to ask those questions and give information. It is possible. A lot of people think it's not possible.
I know.
I don't have that money saved. It is possible.
Yes.
And we just want them to know that that's what we're here for.
And so it sounds like a great event for sure. I mean, getting that information out there, free event. So, I mean, you're just really trying to get as much information out there as possible, which is a great mission for sure. And from your perspective in kind of the home lending business, I mean, when you're getting this information out there, what kind of mistakes maybe would prospective homeowners be making that you want to help avoid?
So one of the biggest things is sometimes they'll say, well, I don't have 20%. You don't have to have 20% down. You do have a down payment, and we'll go over that, but it's minimal. You're going to have closing costs. Another thing is credit. We'll talk about credit a little bit. They sometimes hear like, oh, well, I need to put everything on my credit card and then later pay it. So just some of those tips to build credit. Really, those are going to be the main things, what credit score you need.
I feel like that credit, whenever you start to talk about credit, people are like, why are you talking? I mean, but there are some things that you can do to boost it. There's things that when you're in this process, because I think buying a home is not just to walk in, walk out. I mean, it's a process.
It is.
And it's like you gotta keep going and be strong in that, because when people don't quite understand how it works, I mean, it's a little bit of a plan.
And sometimes they come in and maybe they're not ready. Maybe their scores are not high enough, or they need to save up money. But taking that initiative to come in and apply and see, and then later on, they work on those things, later on they are able to.
Yeah.
So it's great whenever they get those tools, use them, and then they're a homeowner. So
Oh, listen, it is a great feeling. And Teresa, you have probably, like a lot of us, you know, we're lived here, we've been in our homes for a long time, and I have maybe sell a home, maybe get a different home. I think that just having that education and having our people in our Barrio neighborhood, because we've got young people coming up. We have
Yes.
our long-time people that have been in our neighborhoods in Amarillo, all neighborhoods. But we've got young people coming in. The world is, we need our young people and our people to carry on our neighborhoods and have that community pride.
I agree with that. 49% of our families in the barrio own their home, which means
Okay.
quite a few,
Sure.
you know, are renting at this point. However, there's not a lot of homes available in the barrio that are for sale, especially by real estate agents. So we know that people may look beyond our neighborhood
Sure.
to live and to at least search for a home. But what we like is with Benton Bow homes coming in, they can talk about if you want to build a home or, you know, at least renovate that home. I think also we'll have a real estate agent there who will talk about which homes are available in the neighborhood and outside of the neighborhood.
Oh, good.
I was a 16-year renter in Amarillo, and so it took me a long time to want to buy a home
Sure.
and felt like I could. And then I attended a class at AC, and that helped me. I think I even got a discount a little bit. And I only owned my home for 4 years and then got married and then moved into my husband's home. So I didn't have it very long, but just to
Sure.
get to that point, it took a while
Sure.
to do. And I had a lot of questions and was
Yeah.
glad that there was someone that could answer them.
I
for me.
love it that you took the initiative
Mm-hmm.
and said, I'm going to take a class, or I'm going to go to a conference, or I'm going to, you know, figure this out.
Yeah.
And that is just the first step. I know, Sheldon, anything, it's not where you start, it's where you finish.
Exactly.
So I love that. Okay, so Tuesday, and tell us where again.
East Branch Library at 6 o'clock to
Okay.
7:30.
Okay. It's a good one. I'm so glad. Bianca, nice to meet you.
nice to meet you.
And listen, ask questions. Keep asking.
yes.
Yeah. I'm so glad you came.
Thank you.
Thank you for
Thanks for
having
having
Yes,
us.
you
Good to
got
see
it.
you.
You got it. Our